Straight from the end, we whip it. Fuck you.
Hello, you guys. It's your girl Ife'Talks back with another Ife'Talks. The last topic I had about was typically on, mainstream social media and what I've seen on social media. If I'm going to get any type of topic off of social media, I would like for it to be something that, one, is not lies, and two, it's beneficial for everybody to learn something from. Once again, if you're new to this channel, I would like to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Of course, this is not your normal podcast, but who's doing anything normal nowadays? Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you stay tuned in for a long time and become part of the Ife'Talks fam. And let's get right into the topic. So my main topic today that I wanted to discuss with you guys was, it was something small, something slight, but very much important. And it's about what we're going to raise our children with and what new values and morals are we going to instill in them. Not personally, I have a lot of friends that just have had new babies, so shout out to them. Shout out to Ike, shout out to Coco, shout out to Tot. Those main three just had some babies, and once again, I love babies, so it's very much a great thing to see people step into parenthood. People step into parenthood because it's very much important, and it teaches you a lot about yourself too. It matters. You don't have to typically be with a partner or not, but if you are doing it out alone, I commend you even more because that is hard. Being a single parent is not easy, male or female. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I commend everybody. I congratulate you guys, and I'm sharing all the love I have for y'all. Like I said, with the topic of sharing, of what are we teaching our kids, and what are we actually going to be instilling in our kids. Of course, they're babies now, and they know little to none, but it's always a time to think about what you may want to get them to start knowing, or what do you want to educate your child in. I've learned, like, when you have a baby, a lot of people aren't doing the baby talk anymore. They aren't doing the whole, halfway wording. It's very much, formal talking. And I agree with that because that starts a child's speaking habits. It starts a child's vocabulary to be better. It gets them to honestly have their own personality in a sense. Of what they may want, or what they may know, or what they may find interesting for them. So I do love seeing the new parenting ways that we have going around now. It is definitely a lot of way much more of a calm state when they're addressing their children. It's not so much physical, and it's more of talking, communicating, and that's one thing that I would love to see more parents doing, is communicating with their kids at a very young age, because it gets them to understand their feelings. The parents are aware of what their kids are going through, because parents, even as much as they think they know their kids, your kids are going to have and interpret their own meanings of things. So yes, being a parent is very much important, and who you bring them around, what you bring them around, and even the thing they eat. Everything that you instill in your child is very much important. See these new babies, all I do is I pray for the best, because these are our next adults. These are going to be the people who are going to build our buildings. These are going to be the people who are going to be on TV, or are going to probably be our next presidents, our mayors, our governors, So not only to the people that I know that I'm speaking to, it's solely because everybody and who's a new parent should be thinking about who they want their child to be, and not say that you're going to control at your child's personality growth and who they are as a person, but what we need to know that parents for some reason don't get, that when we grow up, they're growing up as well, and parents tend to stop maturing and naturing their self.
What?
What the fuck? Parents tend to stop nurturing and they stop tending to their own emotions, is what I've noticed. And they can sometimes start to feel as if like nobody cares about them, as if everybody's around them selfish, that you know, that they're stuck in life. And it's understandable it's very much understandable to not want to feel like you're stuck or nobody's caring about you. But if you have an open mind and an open heart about the whole aspect of really being a parent and the struggles of being a parent, on your own or not, it's hard regardless, and it's still a process to go through that at the end of the day can be very much beautiful if you make it. Your mindset is very much the first thing that you want to correct when you're having a child. Your environment is definitely it's the second thing you want to worry about when having a child. I want to say the third thing is very much the food, probably, because of course when you say the environment, that's the people, that's the state you're in, the city you're in, the block you're on. You know, all that is very much important. And people just don't understand. Like I said, as a parent, when you grow with your child, you have to make sure that you take care of yourself as well, because then you will feel as if that you're stuck or nobody's paying attention to you, or that your voice isn't heard. And it is. So a lot of parents out there, especially my own, that can feel as if that nobody is hearing them or understanding them. And I've gotten to understand adults and my own parents over the last 3 years of my own, to not even just look at them as my parents, but individually who they are as people. So if they do talk to me about certain things, I don't have to understand but I understand it because I've seen my mother go through it. I've seen my sisters go through it. I've seen friends before I graduated go through it. You know, yes, parents out there who are single parents going through it with a newborn, an infant, a middle schooler, a high schooler. If your child has a disability, if your child has anything that you may feel is troubling you or your life or even your child, and you feel alone, you're not alone. Everybody is here to help you. You will have help. And honestly, you have to think about it. It's like your child and you against the world. So, or your children and you against the world. At the end of the day, parents, mothers, fathers are the strongest people, because not only are you in charge of creating this new, being a parent, it's crazy. I can't even, it's so important. Let's say that it's a very important job. I don't never knock nobody for being a parent. What I will do is knock you for being an asshat. If you being a really bad parent, like if you're a trashy parent, you're done. When I think about the things that we want to possibly instill our children in that are very much important. First, education. One is because the things that we teach are being taught in school, not the same things. It's not. Also, us as being a colored woman, first of all, me and a woman of color, I personally feel as if our kids should be taught our actual roots. Like, we should know where we come from. I feel like we should study up where we come from. I feel as if we should be in tune of who our people are, because at the end of the day, if you're a person who's not really realize that your culture goes way much farther than just America, where you are born at. You know what I'm saying? So for people who are black, and I want you to solely understand that your child knowing his roots or his or her roots is very much important. Children should be educated on everything in this world, down to homosexuality, to feminism, to misogyny, to sexual activities, to spiritualism, to our children should know a lot of things young. And I'm going to probably get some, never mind, people ain't watching my shit like that. So honestly, I feel like a lot of parents should be teaching their kids things such as a sensitive topic that most parents don't want to teach them. Of course, I'm not saying teach your child about rape at 5. I'm never saying that. What you should be teaching your child when they hit certain ages, and as much as you as a parent if you put enough confidence in your kid and instill them with the correct education, and you guide them for who they are as a person, their intelligence does not have a level. You can teach them anything and they'll be able to understand it if you are doing it correctly. If you're doing it correctly and not purposely solely for you. Because once again, it's not about you when you're raising a child. It's about you and that person, but solely that little person. I do feel like kids, when they hit a certain age, when it comes down to their safety, or if they it solely, it comes with a process. Kids should learn about a lot of the things in the world, so when they do grow up, they don't feel lost, or they don't feel as if they're contributing to that, or if they're in danger, or you don't want to have your kids in fear. You don't want to have your kids in the dark. You don't want to have your kids feeling as if they just don't understand and they've been around for so long, and it's like, why? Parents think they do enough and they sometimes don't. And you have to understand that parenting is hard. I understand that. Parenting is a process. I understand that. But you have to understand that as much as you're parenting, you also have to make sure that child is actually understanding everything, and not just what you want them to know because of how you feel, or what your defaults are, or what your downfalls are, or your flaws. You instill that so much negativity in your child based on who you are as a person, can really come back on them and make them feel personally attacked, as if that's what their life is going to consist of. So at the end of the day, my main thing right now for kids and the people that I see around that are having babies, y'all doing amazing. Never saying that y'all are doing the wrong things. Everybody's at a process. Everybody's at a pace. But I do want us to remember, as our child is aging and as our children are aging, don't leave out a lot of things that will better them and will affect them. And make sure to keep out things that will affect them and won't better them. You can't be mad at your child for not knowing. If you don't teach them anything, what will they know? So I'm signing out right now, guys. I didn't want to talk so long because I just had something small with you guys, and once again, I try not to have it a lengthy video. Like I said, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for commenting. If you do, please share this video. Please get everybody to tune in and hear what I have to say. Everything is all positivity. Everything is all about love and peace. So everybody have a good day. Thank you.
My stresses hella deeply see. Get the cap, I need to find myself a galaxy. The one I'm in is so damn dark and so dim. Where did